Hello, this is Drake Lord 56, the hero you're better off without. Well, it's been 10 Let's Plays since the last one. I suppose it's about time for another Pokemon run through. But this time, I'm not gonna do a modded game. I'm gonna do a Nuzlocke challenge. But not any Nuzlocke challenge. I actually thought of a variant that I thought would be really interesting. Not entirely sure if I'm the first one to think of this or anything similar to it, but it's an interesting concept in my opinion. I call it the Locke Action Hero. The rules are as follows. Well, of course, the standard rules apply. Any Pokemon knocked out is considered dead and must be released or placed into a special box as soon as possible. Also, I can only catch the first Pokemon on any route, any city or cave or whatever. And I'm also going to actually nickname all the Pokemon I have. This rule is not explicitly required, but it's a nice touch because that way it's easier to form an emotional attachment. And to which, well, if a Pokemon dies, death is all that more tragic. The additional rules I am applying to this challenge go as follows. The Pokemon in the first position is designated the hero, and it can be the only fighter allowed. And there's an optional rule that I'm not gonna really apply, but you can if you want to. The hero may have a sidekick, whose level must be at least 3 levels lower. That number can change depending on your taste, but I just put number 3 down as a placeholder. You can change it to any number you want. It's just as long as the sidekick is a lower level than the hero. All other Pokemon in the party are spectators, and the order in which the spectators are cannot be changed. For example, I have the starter, and a Pidgey, Rattata, and Caterpie, and that order cannot be changed. It is static, so I'll explain why in a minute. The hero cannot be switched out for any reason other than death. In the event of the hero's death, the Pokemon in the second position becomes the next hero. So going back to our example, if the starter falls, the Pidgey is the next hero. If the Pidgey falls, the Rattata steps in. Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna actually put in a punishment. You can put this in if you want, but what this punishment is if any of these rules are broken, the hero and the first spectator is considered dead. So that would be an incentive to not actually break any rules. So yeah, those are the rules I have thought of, and I'm just wondering how good this run is gonna go. So welcome to the Locke Action Hero Pokemon Silver run. woke me up! Will you check the clock for me? Alright, let's see here. According to my computer, it is 8:36 at night. And the shortest way there. Yep. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Locke. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. People and Pokemon live together by supporting each other. Some people play with Pokemon. Some battle with them. But we do not know everything about Pokemon yet. There are still many mysteries to solve. That's why I study Pokemon every day. Now, what did you say your name was? Alright. As for every other run, let's go with my real name. And I use the lower cases, because I'm kind of a stickler for details. Jeff, are you ready? Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. A world of dreams and adventures. With Pokemon awaits, let's go! I'll be seeing you later! Alright, let's get going, shall we? Oh, Jeff! Our neighbor Professor Elm was looking for you. He said he wanted you to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot! Your Pokemon gear is back from the repair shop. Cool, I wonder what happened to it. Here you go. Pokemon gear, or just Poke gear, is essential if you want to be a good trainer. Oh, and the day of the week isn't set. You mustn't forget that. What day is it? Well, as of recording, it is Friday. Is it daylight savings time now? Yes, it is. Come home to adjust your clock for daylight savings time. By the way, do you know how to use the phone? I do. Don't you just turn the Poke Gear on and select the phone icon? And with the opportunity to skip a tutorial, they give us a tutorial. Fantastic. Phone numbers are stored in memory. Just choose a name you want to call. Isn't that convenient? Alright. See ya, Ma. Okay, Professor Elm's lab. This big building here. And who's this joker? So, this is the famous Elm Pokemon lab. What are you staring at? Jerk. Alright, let's go in. Jeff, there you are. I needed to ask you a favor. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. Interesting surname. He keeps finding weird things and raving about its discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time is real. It's intriguing, but we're busy with our Pokemon research. Could you look into it for us? I'll give you a Pokemon for a partner. They're all rare Pokemon that we just found. Go on, pick one. Alright. So what we have here is a Cyndaquil. We'll take Cyndaquil, the fire Pokemon. Nope, not yet. I'll think it over carefully. Your partner is important. Okay, we got Totodile. Totodile the water Pokemon. And Chikorita. Chikorita, the grass Pokemon. Okay, so I actually got right next to me a 6-sided die. This is gonna be a random what my party's gonna be. The starter might as well be random itself as well. So for 1 and 2, it'll be Cyndaquil. 3 and 4, Totodile. And 5 and 6 is Chikorita. Let's see here. It's 5, so that piece is Chikorita. So you like Chikorita, the grass Pokemon? I suppose so. I think that's a great Pokemon too. Okay. So I thought of a name to give this thing already. Alright. The only thing I can actually think of that make it sound cool is Arbor, but because yeah, what do you call a grass thingy? Oh well, grass dinosaur named Arbor, whatever. Mr. Pokemon lives near Cherry Grove, the next city. It's almost a direct route to there. If your Pokemon is hurt, you should heal it with this machine. Oh, here's my phone number. Call me if something comes up. Alright, looking forward to your calls. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is put the battle style to set, considering what kind of run we're doing. And almost no discernible difference, just slightly more more squared off edges for Type 3. Kinda like the squiggly lines. Jeff, I want you to have this for your errand. Alright, a potion. There are only 2 of us, so we're always busy. And I forgot to do one more thing. Okay. I'm text speed fast. Alright, let's get going! And yes, this is a physical copy of the game. Normally, for these things, the battery would be bone dry, but I found a place that actually repairs old cartridges. So that's quite fortunate. Don't really know how long the battery's gonna last, but it's gonna be interesting. Come on, Arbor, you can do it! You're 3 levels higher! Yeah! Of course, until we get Pokeballs, capturing only the first Pokemon, the rule doesn't apply. So I am pretty much free to kill whatever comes our way. And until I get these Pokeballs, I'm actually gonna skip battles. As in, I'm gonna edit them out. Unless we have new Pokemon coming up. So at least we know that they're Hoodoo and Rattata at night. It looks like we got ourselves a defensive wall here. That'll be interesting. Especially with the first gym as it is. And I'm thinking that these episodes I'm gonna have be around 15 to 20 minutes long. And you know what? Let's get ourselves a map card. I'll just speed this up. Alright, with that out of the way, let's heal up Arbor. Wrong place! Stupid me! And I think I should do a little bit of a tour around here. We can't really do all that much yet. Oh wait, we can't really... Yeah, just a little bit of tour. Yeah, a little... two-tiered Pokemon Center. Link cables going on here, like for trades, for battles, and this thing right behind this lady, time machine for when you want to trade between Generation 1 and Generation 2. Pretty much the only restriction with the time machine is you can't trade Gen or 2 Pokemon or moves. And our kill streak of everything is continuing. And something tells me I've got to be really tactical when it comes to future fights, considering what Arbor has gonna come up against in the future. Arbor's at level 7, and he's getting really lucky at dodging status-reducing moves. Hello, you must be Jeff! Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Mr. Egg, yay! I know a couple who run a Pokemon daycare service. They gave me that egg. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that. If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm will know it. Aha! So you're Jeff. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. Have we met before? I was just visiting my old friend Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Interesting, why would you wait for a random kid? Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon! Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care. Ah! You seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on the Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokédex. But I've stayed too long. I have to get to Golden Rod for my usual radio show. Yeah, I'm counting on you. Yeah, I like how we're completing the Pokédex considering what we're doing. So, and I think this will be a prime time to actually end off the episode. So if you like this one, hit the like button, comment on it, and if you want, subscribe. So until next time, see you later!